Hello, everyone. So this is just between you and me. Sorry for a little delay. We're here. Yes, we're here. Technical issues, as you know, this is something very new for me to go live. I've never done this before, so I'm very grateful for your patience. So I'm gonna give you a small story of when did we start, because I believe few of you that have joined us today don't know it yet. So this beautiful land over here on the Silver Coast of Portugal, which is in Chá da Prada area, which is part of Caldas da Rainha. We acquired this land last year, September, and we got the permission to start the construction works this year, April the 8th. Although they allowed us to start the construction only 5 days after some kind of procedure in place. So we started digging works on the 13th of April this year. We started with groundwork preparations for all three house foundations. So this is a condominium of three houses. So as we enter here behind me, we enter into the condominium, gated, all fenced around, and we get into a beautiful condominium of three houses with a shared swimming pool at the bottom over there, the bottom part of the land. Um, all of them are T4, so four-bedroom houses with a closed garage, barbecue area, and the very, very perfect rooftop place. So I'm gonna take you now inside, and as I'll go through the house, I'll show you a little bit in the house, and then we'll watch from upstairs a bit the CLT construction going on right now. So we're walking into the Andorinhas, which is swallows. Grace house. Take it, and everyone is working, so I'm gonna be disturbing them a bit. So as we walk in here, we have the bathroom there. Then we have a bedroom right behind me, and then the living room, open space living room with the kitchen. You can see the views over there, very nice. With the VMC system, ventilation. Let's go up. So as you see, the stairs are also made from CLT. We try to reuse everything we can. So these are basically the cutout parts from the CLT panel, and we reuse within the construction. So now we are on the second floor, although Portuguese say it's first floor because the first one is a ground floor. We have one bedroom on the left, another bedroom here on the right, and a shared bathroom for these two bedrooms. Each of the bedrooms has their own balcony. And here in the stairway, you will see it's planned a window that will give a daylight to go all the way down and give you the daylight in the stairway. And now I'm gonna take you. Okay, let me show you probably the panels. So as you see, these are the panels. So it's this one has one, two, three, six layers. Yeah, so this one has the six layers. So it's made from spruce. It's been protected. Once it was delivered and assembled, it was protected from the termites, from the humidity additionally. And now we are in master bedroom. Welcome. So we're here. So the master bedroom is our headquarters. You've seen me from here before. And this is the bathroom, en suite bathroom, and with the beautiful view, the balcony. Yeah. So the plan was initially to have the second house, the song called the song, being built on the 20th of June, which we then had to move and we combined the two houses coming in. So we had four tracks for two houses, two trucks per house. So yesterday around 11 o'clock, we started assembly of the third house over there, and as you see, they're finishing off the second floor. So they're gonna finish the side walls, and then they're gonna go for the roof slab. And then not tomorrow, the day after, we're gonna start the second house in between. So by Friday, everything should be done. Um, and then we gotta celebrate because all three structures gonna be up. And we actually do have a tradition that we always do is we have to, so the patron, the owner, the boss of the construction has to put up a table for the workers when the roof is up. So the party is going to be there on Friday, so whoever wants to join, you're invited. But that's just between me and you, remember, right? And then we also have a very special guest today. I just hope I can find her. She's hiding from me somewhere. So we have a she's become already a friend, but I've invited her here today so that she shares with me a bit of the um, her her view about the CLT construction and whatever she saw or noticed that is different or better or that she wanted to share with us. So let me try to find Dora. Dora,
Hi.
hi, I've been looking for you. So this is Dora. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it up here with us. So Dora, if I were to ask you, if I were to ask you, what is it that you see as you as a professional? What do you notice firsthand that is different or better or even worse? Like even something that you would say we should um, try to improve.
Okay. Um, well, first I want to say I don't see any fault at all in the construction
None.
whatsoever. No. And being an architect, I'm very, very particular, of course. You know, I'm used to going through job walks and finding all the things that need to be addressed. But here I do not see any. In terms of the construction, I greatly appreciate all the care and thought and consideration that's gone into the design and into the selection of materials. What stands out for me the most is, for instance, you're using steel for the columns and the beams, which is unusual for this area. Also, that it is well insulated from ground up. Below the foundation, there's not going to be any opportunity for water to come through and seep into the concrete pad. Also, all the walls are going to be insulated. So not only are you going to just enjoy a nice, warm, comfy spot to live in, but also you're not going to see mold.
No.
Um, and the other thing too is I'm working in Southern California where there's a fault line. There are very strict codes in terms of how construction is done. So if there is an earthquake, everything's not going to fall down. But what I noticed here is because we call these shear walls in the United States, but generally speaking, if you have a beam and a column and two columns that are going to be part of a wall, you have to have what we call a shear wall. It's either X bracing or you have a panel, plywood panel that you put in there so that you don't have to shift. And I've noticed not only do you have steel construction, so nothing's going to move here, but also you're not going to have any sway. And like I said, I'm just very sensitive to that because I know there is a fault line here that runs all the way north and south of Portugal. So
True.
I would always be very comfortable living in one of these homes.
Thank you. That's very important for us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but what's the faulty part? Is there any faulty part that you would say that we should mention?
No, honestly,
Not
no.
yet.
No, not yet. I
Okay.
might find something to pick apart,
Yeah.
but yeah, not, no.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. Then another thing I wanted to ask you, Dora, um, how how was it for you when you started as an architect? Like, what was your first experience as a woman? Well, I think nowadays architects are already there's a very big ratio of women,
Yes.
but I think not in construction per se. So I just wanted to ask you what was your experience walking first hand in the construction site?
Yeah, at first, when I was coming up, there weren't too many women in architecture, but that didn't bother me. I grew up
When
with
was that?
boys.
Sorry.
Started working, let's see, I got I have to like count backwards. 23, and 83, this is 1983. Yeah,
1983.
that was
Okay.
when I got my master's degree in architecture, and that's when I started working as an architect. Um, so when I was in school, there were very few women, but now, of course, there's at least as many women as men, if not more.
Yeah.
Um, and I worked in an office where it was all men, but that was fine with me. You know, we all got along, we were very professional. My first experience being on a job site was I worked with a project manager I greatly admire. His name was Tom. And I was doing drawings for it. We call it tilt up slab construction in the United States. And that's where you pour the slab in a wood frame, you allow it to dry. Then you just literally tilt up
Tilt
the
it up.
slab. Yeah.
Mhm.
So after I finished those drawings and construction was underway, um, I was able, Tom took me out to the job site so he could see what I'd been drawing all this time. And he went up to, this was in the South. And if you're in the United States, you'd understand this. But they're a little behind the times in the South. We'll just put it that. So this was North Carolina. So he goes up to the truck, and the contractor's drinking something out of a paper bag. We don't know what it was. But he said, I've got my team here, and we're going to walk to the job site. And the man said, no, I don't let women on my job site.
Yeah.
But Tom said, yeah, okay, whatever. And so he said, come on, Dora. Yeah, he told me what had happened. He said, come on, we're going to go on this job site. So that was my first experience. But I've always loved going on job sites. That's one of my favorite things to do is to watch a building go up
Yeah.
after all the work that you go through. See it finally in concrete form. It's great.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Sure.
Well, for me, it's also one of the most exciting parts is to not just see something that has been created on a paper, but actually see it coming live in front of your eyes, which is why we are here to share this with you. I should be talking quite a lot until we finish today, but we will try to zoom in at the end of the week for you to show a bit more of what's happened during these days. But so far everything is smooth. Let's just hope for the final truck to arrive. It's still somewhere stuck. So fingers crossed. And remember, this is between you and me. And thank you, Dora, so much for sharing the story.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye.